Hey guys, welcome back to some Diablo 3, 11:10 here, and today we're looking at the 2.50 PTR patch as of February 3rd. A couple of new things, nothing too crazy regarding information on Season 10, but we have some new features. So over here we have the Armory, which is the wardrobe you'll find beside your stash in each town, and it will allow you to save up to 5 set pieces or builds. Now you get to name them as you wish, so you create a new one, save it. Interesting thing is you can see the items that it uses, you can see cube powers and the skills that you've selected, and if you choose to equip it. Now if you actually notice something really interesting, the items that I have in my second set here, Veers, if I change to my Delseer set, it resockets everything to match. So my Veers get unsocketed for free, and it resockets into the other set. So if I equip them again, they get resocketed automatically. So I think that's pretty awesome. You don't have to have each gear set fully socketed out, which can save a lot of time and hassle if you're trying to farm some of these highlights. Obviously, if you're non-seasonal, this really doesn't affect you because you probably already have plenty of gems. But definitely time and money saver for people who are running seasons. So you can save up to 5 different sets. So one set of gems will run you all of your sets, basically. So that's pretty cool. Just override it with a new name. Pretty easy stuff. Another item that they've added is the stash tab for crafting materials. So you now store them here, button down here on the right. So that'll save you some stash space. See, I've got some stash space empty from where all my mats used to be. They don't quite include gems, which is probably cool since you have to craft a lot of gems. But that's what it looks like. The other items that they've added, there's a new category of ancient item called a Primal Ancient item. I haven't actually played through the PTR at all, so I haven't farmed any of them up, but they're extremely rare, and they come up in the legendary color, but with a red border. So just around the border of the actual item itself, there's a red line, so that you can tell that it's ancient, Primal Ancient, and they're extremely rare apparently. So we'll see how rare they turn out to be. So the other things, they made some slight changes to some classes. Shield Glare for Crusader was changed slightly. Strong Arm Bracers were buffed. See, the Barber was buffed for Witch Doctors, now a ceremonial knife instead of a dagger. And the Manalt Heal was buffed because, well, for wizards with Hydras with pets, they can proc the damage. Another big thing actually that they put in place is what I think good for group players is changes to the access to torments. So what I mean by that is you now need to have completed a solo Greater Rift of a certain level before you can join a Torment 13 public game. I think it's showing me here that what I need because I've already completed it. But according to the notes, in order to join a Torment 13 public game, in order to join a Torment 13 public game, you will need to have, so here we go. So it's locked until you create a solo Greater Rift of a certain level. So 13 is Greater Rift 60, 55, 50, all the way down. And this is obviously a PTR character, so I haven't any of that stuff. So I think that's great. That means that public games will be full of people who actually can do the content and not just stand in the entry rift and leech. And it also, I think, will help the leaderboards because people can't just farm up legendary gems in a group setting and then go and blast through the solo leaderboards. So you'll have to solo the level 60 Greater Rift before you can get into a Torment 13 public game. So that's, I think, a good change overall. And that only applies apparently to PC and Mac, so it doesn't apply to console players. Some of the set dungeons were changed. So they've actually nerfed the Unhallowed Essence set dungeon. They made it easier to have a monster spawn in a certain place so that you can kill them easier. Armor of Akan's set piece or set dungeon was nerfed. You now only have to hit 10 enemies for an objective instead of 12. And Seers, which is a great one, has had their requirement reduced from 30 to 20 enemies to be hit by hit while in slow time, and then the number of times they must be hit has been reduced from has been increased from 3 to 4. So instead of hitting 30, you need to hit 20, but you need to hit them 4 times. And the last big thing is for bounties, which is a huge thing for multiplayer and split bounty runners. There is no longer a bonus bounty act. So what happens is now when you complete all the bounties in an act, you get a large heraldic chest, which is basically the same as getting the bonus cash plus the regular cash. So no more infighting when you get a multiplayer game, and quicker split pushing or split bounty runs between four player games. So I think that's overall a good change. Not too excited about the Armory. I mean, it's a nice quality of life thing, but I'm hoping that there's something more substantial coming a little bit down the line. Season 9 hasn't exactly been stellar. I did create a character for the first time since Season 7, and actually played it through to max level, but I don't know, my enthusiasm for this game is a little bit lower than I would like it to be. So that's the patch 2.50 on the PTR at the moment in a nutshell. The Armory I think will be overall a good addition, but hopefully there's something more coming in the future. But anyway, I hope you liked the little quick recap, and I'll see you guys soon. Hit the like and subscribe buttons, and see you guys next time. Thanks.